They just don't give a hoot. They don't care. They cannot be bothered. For reasons best known to them. It may be that they are just so filled with their own things. Because everybody has issues, right? Hello. Today is day 42. Day 42. Yeah. So, today we're going to talk about the power of self-encouragement. Yes, the power of self-encouragement. And I just want to say that there are some things that have been happening these days that have really got me discouraged. Like a lot of personal things that are just kind of discouraging. And when you are discouraged sometimes, it's really tough because you just kind of don't want to go on. You kind of just want to throw in the towel and just leave everything and just put your hands in the air and like, I give up. It happens to the best of us. It does happen to the best of us. No matter how sometimes we believe in a cause or we really want to do something, it gets to at times when situations and circumstances happen that really gets to us and we feel like giving up, we feel like throwing it away, we feel like it's not worth it. So at such times, it's either we just stay and we are stagnant, we don't do anything anymore, or we reduce the pace at which we are doing whatever we are doing, or we just kind of crawl into our own shell. And at these kind of times, we need encouragement. And most of the time, it's either we look outside for encouragement, externally, look at people around us for encouragement, our loved ones, our colleagues, our friends, our neighbors, our family members, or any kind of support system that we have, we look externally. That is the normal thing to do. But another thing we could do is to look internally and encourage ourselves. And that is where such power lies. Because there are sometimes when the external, support system kind of breaks down, either intentionally or unintentionally. So sometimes when you look at people to support you, to encourage you, you look at those external factors that I've mentioned, or those external establishments, so to say, to encourage you. Sometimes you get let down. Not because these people don't love you, but because of a variety of reasons. The first thing is sometimes they don't know. Maybe you are going through something and people around you or people you love don't even know. They are not aware, that you are discouraged, right? And their unawareness may also be because you did not confide in them, right? Because sometimes you are not even maybe in the headspace to tell people what you're going through, or you are unable to due to certain reasons. That sometimes they really, sincerely, they don't know. There are some situations where they are not actually aware. So what they don't know, they cannot help you with. So there are sometimes they don't know either because you did not tell them, or because you cannot tell them, or because you are unwilling to tell them. For whatever reasons, they are unaware. So that is the first scenario. Another scenario is that they know, but they don't understand. It's one thing for somebody to know about whatever it is that's going on with you. It's another thing for them to understand. There's sometimes that they just don't understand, or you feel they don't understand, because they might tell you, oh, I understand what you're going through, but in your own mind, you feel that you just feel that you are not understood. You feel that nobody understands what you're going through. So that's another scenario where they know, but they don't understand. That's another scenario. The third scenario that could happen is that they know, They understand, but they don't care. I mean, this sounds very mean, but let's be honest. It's possible. It's something that can happen. And it does happen at times that really people know, they understand, or yeah, they are aware and they understand. They just don't give a hoot. They don't care. They cannot be bothered. For reasons best known to them. It may be that they are just so filled with their own things. Because everybody has issues, right? I mean, they might also have things they are going through. And your own situation might not just even be their cup of tea at that point in time. So they cannot be bothered. So they may know, they may be aware, they may understand, but they just don't care. So that's the third scenario. They don't care. They're not interested in encouraging you. That's the third scenario. The fourth scenario is that they know, they are aware, they understand, and they do really care. They really, really, really want to encourage you, but they are not capable of encouraging you. They are sincerely not capable. They don't know what to do. They don't know they don't have the wherewithal to encourage you. They don't have the capacity. They probably don't have the know-how. They don't have the words to say. They don't know how to go about encouraging you. To be honest, some people, they actually, in such situations, they do really, really care. But they just don't know how to help you. They don't know how to encourage you. They don't know how to lift you up. They don't know how to get you out of that situation that you are in. They don't know. They don't understand. They may understand really, but they just don't have the ability really. Again, it might also be not because of any fault of theirs. Like in some situations, maybe they are not even in the same location that you are in and they can't help you. Or even if they are in the same location, they might not even just have the tools to help you and they might not know how. So this is another scenario. So in all these situations now, you can see that the external help, in quotes, or establishment or structure has broken down. And so you have to resort to yourself. You have to resort to that internal place where you have to be your own encourager. You have to be the one to pull yourself by the bootstraps, so to say, as they will say, and lift yourself up and say, you know what, you got this, you can do this, you can do this. It's left to you now. That's the power of self-encouragement, where you get to a point where it is you that pat yourself in the back and say, girl, you got this, you got to do this, you can do this. At that point, it's you that needs to be your own cheerleader. You have to wear the cheerleading clothes and begin to hype yourself and be like, yes, you can do this, be encouraged, raise up yourself, you are more than this, look at you, this is who you are, remember who you are, remember what God has deposited in you, you can do this, you can move on, you don't have to give up. You have to be your own hyper, your own praise singer at this time. So there are times like that when that is just what you have to resort to, because that is what the time calls for. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying any man is an island. No man is an island. We all need each other. You cannot even survive without your support system or the structure that God has put there to support you, your family, your friends, whatever support structure that you have. They are very, very vital. But what I'm saying is, there are times when you just have to do the work yourself. There are times when you don't have to be looking at other people, expecting them to be the ones to come and lift you out of that merry clay that you are sinking in. You have to pull yourself up. You have to look inside yourself and get that power inside of you to lift yourself up and say, I need to do this. I have to do this. I have to move forward. I cannot afford to just give up. And it's just the season in life. I don't know whether that's the season you are in at this time. Maybe that's the season you are in at this time where, it's the time for you need to man up or woman up, whatever it is, and tell yourself, I got this, I have to do this. You are not waiting on anybody to come and pull you out or to come and help you. It's a seasonal thing. That might be the season you are at right now. I'm not saying that we should just neglect everybody and we are self-sufficient and everything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you might just be in that period of life at this time. And that's why I'm acting today as the voice. That voice to tell you that rise up and encourage yourself and tell yourself that, yeah, I can do this and I got this. And I know you got it. You got it indeed. So, yeah, that's all I want to say today. Just to encourage us, to encourage ourselves. And I know that, yeah, might be a word for somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I definitely am talking to myself as well. So, yeah, that is it for today. And I'm going to continue on my walk, and I'll see you when I'm done. Moving on. I'm back. 68 minutes. So today we've talked about the power of self-encouragement, and what else can I say? Let's encourage ourselves. You are the only one you've got to encourage yourself. At times, you are the only one you've got. So whatever you're going through at this time, encourage yourself and move on. And I believe that God will help us. So I am going to say my goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.